This is a 1974 Honda ST90. I have trouble, I have no spark. I know this bike runs, and all of a sudden it doesn't run and has no spark, so I've had to do some investigation work, and I believe it is the switch. But how to get to the switch? That's a tough one. This frame makes it really hard to get to the switch. I've looked at some diagrams. I've gone into the headlight and messed with some wires to see if I could figure out how the switch worked. I'm not really confident in that. So now, to get to the switch, I have to take out the gas tank in order to get up that tube to the switch, pull it out, and test the switch by itself, and be confident in the wires I'm touching. Now that I've got the tank out, I'm going to put my hand in there to see if I can get to the ignition switch. There's something here. So here's the harness for the gas tank. I've never seen one of these before. There you go. I can get to the ignition switch. The reason I believe it's the ignition switch is because it keeps going in circles. It's not just going, there we go. See that there's two dots, 1, 2. I can turn it between the two dots, there and there, but I can keep going past the dots. So maybe it works with the two dots, maybe it doesn't, but I believe that this is my problem. So in order to get out the ignition switch, I had to go into the headlight housing, and I had to unplug all the wires related to that harness that went over to the ignition switch. All those wires there came through that hole in the back of the headlight, and everywhere there was like the same colors. I took a little twist tie, like from your old bread wrappers or whatever, and but they're all the right color. Everything matches. Everything plugs in to the same color. So if you're taking apart the headlight here, from what I can tell, everything goes to the same color. It's not blue goes to green, green goes whatever. I know there's some places in the rest of the bike that that might happen, but from what I've seen here, everything is the same color in the headlight. So now this is all loose. Now I'm going to, I've only got one hand here. I'm going to feed this back. I've undone the ignition switch and pushed it through the hole. I used this tool here in order to get onto the edges or the ring here. It was really loose. I just unscrewed it, came off, pushed it through the hole. Now I'm going to get everything out and up over here. All right, let's see. That's pretty much what you got to do. I think it'll all feed through, no problem. Okay, I've pulled the harness out and the ignition switch, so now you can see what is under there. The ignition switch is by itself with a black and red wire. So I'm going to unplug the ignition switch, and I'm going to test it with the key and flip it back and forth and see if it's operating correctly. Okay, now I'm going to test the switch and watch the gauge. When it's on black, I believe it's turned off. When it's on red, it's on, and I'm getting a reading. There's a connection. No connection. Connection. And if I go outside, like I told you it was broken, it's just like off. Everything is off except the red dot. The red dot appears to be the on position. It's not the problem about getting spark, but it has been eliminated as a source of failure.